to the American Dream. My name is Rachel Tiskovics and I'm your host. Today we're going to take you through history and modern innovation in the town of Pella, Iowa. We're going to start with the Scholte House Museum, where the founder of Pella, Dominie Scholte, created a culture for his family, his community, and the future of Pella. And he and his wife Maria have lived here for many years, and this home is a beautiful testament to the preservation of that incredible era. And just a few blocks down the road, we're going to see something new, the newest culinary place to visit called Main Street Market. The Main Street Market is run by Chef Aidan Gabrielson, and she's going to take us through a tour of the market as well as provide a cooking demonstration for some of her creations. Let's go take a look. So I'm here today with Jessie Galligan. She is the Executive Director of Pella Historical and Tulip Time. Jessie, can you tell us a little bit about the Scholte House?
Absolutely. So the Scholte House was built in 1847 and 1848. So it is over 175 years old now, which is amazing. It was built by Dominie, which means pastor, Dominie Scholte and his wife Maria. When they arrived here in Pella in 1847, there was a few cabins and a whole lot of prairie. And the story is Maria stepped off the carriage and said, "But Dominie, where is Pella?" And he said, "We will build Pella." Nice. So he got to work building this beautiful house, and it's experienced many changes over the years, parts torn off, pieces added, different families living here. But the character of the home remains, and we're so grateful that this piece of history is such an important part of Pella still today.
So this is toured avidly mostly during tulip time, is that correct?
Yes, we receive about half of our visitorship to the Scholte House during those 3 days of tulip time.
Okay, and tulip time is, of course, for those that are listening, just the first weekend in May, the first full weekend, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, correct?
Exactly, yep.
Okay, so right now, this is kind of quiet season and the museum is closed. Is this when you do some renovations and resetting?
Yes, you're exactly right. We have a few different spaces right now that are kind of under construction. We're always updating our exhibits, doing little projects here and there to keep the experience fresh for our visitors. Always something new to see. So yes, it's very quiet in terms of people visiting, but it's not quiet for our staff.
What prompted you to do this and be in this role?
I spent my whole life really interested in history, and growing up here in Pella is really another piece that inspired that. Our history here is so rich and vibrant, and you can't really grow up here without being a part of it and growing up into it. So I moved away for college, realized how much I missed it and how much I valued that, and moved back here and knew this is where I was supposed to be.
So what is your favorite room in the house?
There's so many great ones. I think my favorite room would be the drawing room. This was the room that Maria Scholte, the wife of our founder, would spend a lot of her time in. She would paint, she would play piano, and entertain her guests. And her paintings fill the room. They're just beautiful. And of course, her piano is up there as well. This was a gift from the Dominie to Maria that they had shipped here. They had to take it apart, hoist it up on a pulley, bring it in through the windows, and then set it up again. And we still have it here, which is just incredible. So I think that's my favorite.
Well, thank you for your time today, Jessie. We hope that this continues to be a wonderful place where people can come and see the preservation that has been done to this beautiful home and grounds.
Absolutely, thank you.
Thank you. So I'm here with Chef Aidan Gabrielson. She is executive chef for the Main Street Market. So I'm gonna ask her a few little questions to help us understand what your role is at the market and what you're most excited about here. We are very happy to have you here in Pella, by the way.
Thank you.
So Aidan, what prompted you to be the executive chef here?
Yeah, so I had worked at Liberty Street, and then when they had plans to open up the market, they asked me about it, if I would be interested in it, and I went through an interview process, and I went ahead and took it.
So how do you get your inspiration?
Yeah, so for the most part, I cook stuff that I would like to eat.
Yeah.
So I try to make things that I know will make people really happy. And even if they're not complicated, there's stuff that I feel like will spark joy for people.
Right.
And just be a gift.
So there are are two elements to the market, correct? So we have the produce section as well as the rest of the grocery area, and then we have the dining and restaurant. So which part do you play most in, do you feel like?
Well, I don't have really anything to do with the grocery section.
Okay.
That's not my realm.
Okay.
I just have the cafe and the kitchen, and then when the two intersect, obviously I do, but I don't do like anything.
You don't do ordering
No.
or planning for the
No.
market, so okay.
Nope,
So you
nope,
just
that's
cook
all
things from there.
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
Do you ever bring in other items that are not sold here at the market for the creations here?
Not typically, no.
Okay. We're excited to take a little clip of you doing this tonight at the market. So thank you for what you do. We appreciate you and your innovation for Pella.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
All right, so as we wrap up today's episode, we hope you've been inspired by both the history and the innovation of these two incredible Pella landmarks. From Dominie Scholte's chasing of the American dream and Chef Aidan Gabrielson's innovation and exploration, bringing us into the new chapter of Pella, we hope that you've enjoyed this episode with us today. Until next time, I'm Rachel Tiskovix with the American Dream.